Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, Nettie Owens with the Sappari Group, and today I have brought LaWanda Morris to talk to us about Black Audacity Magazine and a few other things. So I'm really excited to dig into this conversation. Technology is always fun, and I just did something funny with my computer, so bear with me while I reorganize it for a second. Yeah, don't let that have any bearing on our conversation today. I feel like it's just one of those days.
It is for me
So,
too. So I get it.
yeah, well, let me tell you a little bit about LaWanda because she is a woman you want to know. LaWanda Morris is a trained attorney. Originally from the South, moved to Washington, D.C. after law school to work at Black Entertainment Television and then the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, just little organizations doing just, little things around town, right? After nearly 10 years in the legal field, she stepped out on faith. Love that. And started her own business. Today, LaWanda is the owner, publisher, and editor in chief of the highly successful Black Audacity Magazine. And it's an amazing magazine. You can check it out. We're going to share the link in just a minute here. That magazine is distributed to nearly 80,000 households each month. That's awesome. Well done with that. By the end of by the year 2030, Black Audacity Magazine will be distributed in all 50 states, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. We were just talking about where you could get one. So I'm going to throw the link up to that just so you can see it. If you're watching, following along, go check it out. We're going to be talking more and more about it. So welcome, LaWanda. I know you have a lot to share with us today. I want to talk specifically about the magazine, what you're doing and why it's important. What made you decide that this is the direction you wanted to go in?
Wonderful question. Thank you so much for that introduction also, Nettie. I greatly appreciate it. And it's always just a pleasure to get to chat with you. So thank you for inviting me on today. So what made me go in the direction to launch Black Audacity Magazine? Black Audacity Magazine is my second publication. I launched my first soon after leaving the SEC. And I did that in partnership with a third-party publishing company. It was called Arlington Lifestyle Magazine. And it was also a beautiful luxury lifestyle magazine, very similar in terms of it being a lifestyle and a luxury lifestyle magazine to Black Audacity Magazine. But what I noticed really early on, and I'm thankful that it was early on, was that my vision for the magazine and my partner's vision for the magazine, they just didn't really line up in terms of the stories that we talked about, or the diversity of the stories that we talked about, the diversity of the businesses that they wanted me to target, that I wanted to target, the different community organizations that they wanted me to target and that I wanted to target. So I soon realized that it would just be better for me to just kind of jump out on my own. And do my own thing and launch my own independent magazine. And so that's what I did. I stepped out on faith, like you said, and I launched Black Audacity Magazine. First, I launched Black Audacity Publishing, which is my publishing company that publishes Black Audacity Magazine, because I wanted to target minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses, since I fit into two of those categories, Black and I'm a woman. So I felt that it was really important to support women in business, to support the businesses who might not necessarily get an opportunity to advertise and partner with a luxury lifestyle magazine, the businesses that most magazines won't even reach out to even see if there's an opportunity there for partnership or advertising. So I decided to step out on my own, go independent and launch Black Audacity Magazine. And that was the gist behind me stepping out independently.
I love that. And I love the basis of it. I love how you saw a need and you are filling it. It's, that's the backbone of entrepreneurship, right? Is to be
Absolutely.
that problem solver.
Right.
And it's just such a beautiful magazine, and relevant, right? So I really appreciate I appreciate that about what you're creating. So tell me a little bit about some of the people that you've been highlighting in your magazine. You really support, women-owned, minority-owned, Black-owned businesses. Tell us a little bit about some of those.
Sure, sure. We just recently, so let me back up just a little bit. So what I decided to do for the first iteration of Black Audacity Magazine was I decided to bring it, the first version, back home to my home state, being Georgia. So the first iteration is Black Audacity Atlanta. I'll be launching the DC, the Maryland, the Virginia versions as well. But I wanted to launch the first publication back in my home state. And so I just recently partnered with a small business owner who is from the same hometown in Georgia that I'm originally from. And we just jumped on the phone and caught up with each other. We hadn't seen or heard from each other in a very long time, but we knew of one another, and we were familiar. And that's kind of the feel that I get with bringing it back home from the businesses that I'm interacting with back home. It's a small luxury level butcher shop, and the gentleman who runs it, he's just such a great Southern gentleman, and he's super excited about the magazine. He's super excited about the other businesses that he's going to get to network with, because that's something else that we do as well. We'll start in the second quarter of this year to start putting on events, so that all of the businesses who do advertise with us, they can come together, meet each other, network with each other, and refer business back and forth to one another. And so he's just a really great guy. He does some really great work in the community as well, because service is part of what we do and is part of our mission. And he was also really thrilled about the two new partnerships that we just recently made on the service end, which one is called Child Help, that we partner with, as well as Covenant House Atlanta. And both of those organizations, one was started by two women. Actually, they were celebrities when they went over to overseas to film a movie for their career, and they saw homeless children on the street. I don't know how many of your viewers know the history of Child Help, but they just couldn't leave them there. They ended up getting all those children, getting them into homes, and from there, the light bulb came on, how it does with us entrepreneurs sometimes. And they started a nonprofit organization that helps homeless children find homes. They help them with all sorts of resources. So does Covenant House. So we partner with both of those businesses as well, and so many other businesses, from real estate agents to landscapers, you name it, we partner with them. But we also are very selective in the businesses and that we partner with, because we want to make sure that the businesses that we're basically telling our readers, this is who you should go spend your hard-earned money with. We want to make sure that they're trustworthy, that they provide high quality goods and services. And so we only partner with businesses who are at the top of their game per industry. And so yeah, we have a lot of great partners already on board. We're looking to bring on a lot of other great partners, each industry, though, because we want to keep the magazine small. We don't want to end up being a 400 or 500 page magazine. People tend to read those. And so in order to do that, each category of business that we partner in, we'll bring in 1 to 3, with the exception of real estate agents. We'll bring in 5 real estate agents, but that's to keep it small, to keep it competitive, and to keep the readers engaged. So that's a little bit about who we partner with and the type of business owners we partner with.
Excellent. You are doing so much, from the publishing company to partnering with organizations that are serving others, tapping into the community. And as is typically the case, busy. If you need something done, ask a busy person, and you are definitely getting it done. Definitely busy. And I love that. So it's been an honor to bring you on as a partner with Momentum Live. You are our media sponsor, and I'm so thrilled about that. What was important to you about partnering with Momentum Live?
Well, first and foremost, you, Nettie, just to be quite frank with you, from meeting you the first time last year sometime, up until our relationship now, and I know moving forward, it'll become even stronger. Just your work ethic, everything that I've seen that you put into your business, and everything that you pour into the people who you serve, through your business. It really inspires. I know it's inspiring for me. And so, because of how inspiring you are, how many businesses I've seen in just a short amount of time that I've known you, that I've seen you touch, I know that you're doing something very important. I know that you're doing something that really helps other business owners. So, those two things alone really sparks my interest, piques my interest, and I want to always be of service and to help people who are also helping other people. And I think all of those, you encompass all of those things. So you really were the reason that I wanted to partner with Momentum Live. And then on top of all of that, hearing about the past events and how great they were, and what the attendees were able to get out of them, the relationships they've built, the networking that comes from it, the continued networking. It just all sounds really exciting. And I love being a part of exciting things. So, yeah, I think it's awesome.
Well, I'm honored and just floored by your kind words. Thank you so much for that. My goal has been to bring together amazing people who are doing great work, and to help them do it. Make sure that work gets done. And it sounds like we're so aligned, and why this partnership is going to be just magical. I know it's just getting off the ground, but I can see great things as we go forward. For those of you who are listening, Momentum Live is coming up soon, and you can access all the information you need at momentumlive.info. Please go to the website, check it out. If you'd like to join me and LaWanda and the other business owners who are showing up there, grab that information, ask me any questions you might have, and definitely head on over to blackAudacityMagazine.com. You can access the past digital, most recent month's issue on the website. You can subscribe, and if it's in your area, you may already be getting it in your mailbox. So hopefully that's true for you. And as the company and the publishing expands, it'll be available in more and more areas, and perhaps even maybe reach out to LaWanda if you'd really love to see Black Audacity Magazine in your city, in your state. Reach out. I'm sure she can add it to the list.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you added that in, Nettie. Anyone who would be interested in having Black Audacity Magazine come to your city, your town, definitely reach out to us at blackAudacityMagazine.com. And we'll have a conversation. I'll jump on a call with you, and we'll go from there, because we do plan to have a magazine in all 50 states by the year 2030. So
that is a super exciting goal, and I can't wait to watch that unfold for you, and support you in that in whatever way I can. Honestly, it's a big goal, and it's a good goal to have. Thank you so much, LaWanda, for sponsoring and supporting Momentum Live. I'm really thrilled about this partnership, and as I said, I encourage you, if you haven't already, go check out what we're doing at momentumlive.info. We'd love to have you along. If you are a business owner, a CEO, a founder, we welcome you. And something else I want to add, which is particularly relevant here, is we offer a scholarship to this program. And our most recent scholarship is none other than LaWanda's niece. She is an amazing, amazing business owner. The qualifications that you need in order to apply for this scholarship are: you need to be a business owner, or starting out in your professional career, you need to be under the age of 30 years old. And then you send in an application through our website, and we pick from there. And we love having these young professionals and business owners in to network with us. It's just it's just great. So you'll be seeing Larissa around in our community as the scholarship recipient, and we're excited to showcase her as well.
Yeah, she's really excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today, LaWanda. Thank you all for watching with us, and we look forward to seeing you at Momentum Live. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.